So in today's video, we are going to work out a math problem, medication calculation math problem when the dose order is not given. And we're going to use the dose order over dose on hand times the volume method. So let's get into reading the question. So let's say that a client with ascites had 5,400 mL of fluid removed during a paracentesis. The healthcare provider prescribed 8 grams of albumin IV per 1,000 mL of fluid removed. If the albumin is supplied as 25 grams in 100 mL bottles, how many mL would the nurse administer using or recording your answer using the decimal point? Meaning in this problem, you're not going to round off. So the first thing I'll set up, because remember, we are not using the dimensional analysis. We're using the dose order over dose on hand times the volume method. So that's one of the first things I'm going to write. I'm going to write the formula dose order over dose on hand times the volume. Now I know what the dose on hand is already, which is 25 grams into 100 mL bottles. What I need to work out is what is the dose ordered. And in this case, the question tells us that for every 1,000 mL, I'll give 8 grams. So I need to find out how many 1,000s is into 5,400 or 5,400. So to get that, the math would be 5,400 divided by 1,000. The answer would be 5.4. So again, 5,400 divided by 1,000 would be 5.4. So you get 5.4, then we're going to multiply by 8. So why multiply by 8? Because it says for every 1,000, and there is 5.4 1,000 into 5,400. So you're going to multiply it by 8, which will give us 43.2. Now, I mean, if you want to work it out logically, you could write 1,000, 1,000, which is a long way, a very long way to do this. I mean, sometimes you get stuck. I don't remember the formula, 1,000. So you know that for each 1,000, you give 8 grams, right? So this is what? This is 5/8, and we know that 5/8 give us 40, right? But we still have the 4,000 to calculate. So that's why we multiply by 8. Because if it was just 5,000, we will know it would be so easy to work out that, okay, then that will be 40. But because we have the 400 on it, it makes it a little bit challenging to work out. So it is best to work it out using this method. So what we'll do is, again, repeating, 5,400 divided by 1,000. That tells me how many sets of 1,000 is into 5,400, which is 5.4. So 5.4 times 8 give me 43.2. So now I have the dose that is ordered. So I am going to plug it in. The dose order is 43.2 over dose on hand, which we know, which is 25, and let me put the gram, 25 grams, and we're going to multiply it by 1,000. Sorry, by 100. That's the volume, all right? So 25 in itself goes 1 time, 25 into 100 goes 4 times. 4 times 43.2 is 172.8 ml, okay? And I know it's ml because the gram canceled the gram. So let's go back, recap, and discuss this. So we want to find out what is ordered. And to do that, we have to calculate the problem. So for every 1,000 ml that is given, you give 8 grams. Now, If it was just 5,000, it will be easy to calculate. But then we have this 400 and we don't know how to equate that using the 8 grams. So the best way to do that is 5,400 divided by 1,000 give you 5.4. So now you know how many sets of 1,000 is in 5,400, which is 5.4. So you're going to multiply it by 8. 5.4 times 8 give you 43.2. So now you have the dose-status order. So now you can plug it in. Dose-status order is 43.2 grams over dose on hand, which is 25 grams, times the volume, which is 100 ml. And when you calculate it, you get 172.8. Now, some math will tell you to round off, but in this, it says record your answer using the decimal point. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have any question, please do not hesitate to drop your comment or question in the comment section.